Hi, my name is Seth Wittenberg. I will be reading or talking about this story, Day at the Beach, uh, Sadie Rose and Little Minnie. It's going to help put into a story version the ideas of constructivism. So this story is about this young woman, Sadie Rose, and her little golden retriever, a dog named Lily. She liked to call her Little Minnie. And this day they decide to go on a walk, an adventure down to the beach. This particular stretch of beach is adventurous because you have to climb down a little cliff, a little stretch of cliff. And I chose to represent the communication between Sadie and Lily. Through this interaction, they have Sadie talking to Lily, trying to make sure she stays safe as they both go down this little jagged rock cliff face down to the beach below. Where at low tide, there's a nice stretch of sand, soft sand. So I chose to represent communication this way. They're going to look for sea glass and shells, and they enjoy their time in nature. Um, that communication, they get down safely. And just as they're down there, um, she is right. She knows the tides. She took junior lifeguarding lessons. So I chose to represent this prior knowledge of her and the ocean through this, as they find that this stretch of land is open. The tides are out, and so it's a little secret spot that they have to enjoy exploring. So I chose to represent that prior knowledge there. Uh, they go a little ways, they're enjoying the warmth of the sun and the soft sand, when suddenly Lily just darts. She runs down the beach. Sadie gets concerned, nervous, because usually Lily, as the phrase goes, she doesn't cry wolf. So whenever Lily runs off towards something, it usually means there's an actual problem. Lily starts dog paddling into the waves, and when Sadie catches up, she sees the problem that Lily found. Out in the waves, Sadie heard, "Help me! There's someone out there. Someone needs help." So Sadie swims out. She makes it to the man, and he's struggling. He's becoming exhausted. She asks if he can swim, and he says yes, but the harder he tries to get back into shore, the harder it becomes, the more difficult it becomes. And that's when it dawns on Sadie. They're caught in a rip current. These things can be dangerous. Sadie remembers learning about them, and she uses her critical thinking in the moment. This is where I represent critical thinking by telling the man that sometimes it's best to just let the rip current take you out. Don't fight it and exhaust yourself. Let it take you out. Get out of the strength of that rip current, and swim parallel to shore until you're out of it. So she displays this critical thinking through that, and quickly uh, um, she explains that situation to the struggling man, and as they do that, they have to work together. He's exhausted, so Sadie has to support him as they tread water and swim parallel. So I show collaboration through this. They're working to get out of this rip current. Um, they find themselves out. Um, he was exhausted, and they uh, realize everything along the shore, the cliff line, looks the same. So um, Lily is the one that saves them because Sadie cries out, asks for Lily, and she sees her. she sees Lily on the beach. Lily had been keeping track of them all along, watching them from the beach. So they're able to reorient themselves. As they get onto shore, um, they catch their breath. The man is very thankful. This is when Sadie realizes that high tide is coming in. And this little secret stretch of beach, when high tide is fully in, there's no more sand. So it becomes very dangerous very quick. So I chose to show meaningful context because Sadie drew upon her um, lifeguarding knowledge of watching the ocean, seeing what it's doing, and paying attention because it's beautiful and serene, but can quickly become dangerous. So I showed meaningful context through this. So they start down, Lily in tow, toward the place that they climbed back up. They've got to get there before this high tide and these waves start kind of crashing them up against the cliffside. Um, as they continue down, there's one other problem is the water's coming in and this jut of cliff is becoming enveloped with the waves. So they're going to have to either go across the rock face, which is very slippery with algae and the waves, or they can wade back into the water, time it just right, and make it across and around that jut back onto the sand and up toward the climbing spot. And that's eventually what Sadie decides on doing. I show this problem solving here as she weighs these options. So she picks Lily up. They make it across. They time it right. Finally, they make it up this cliffside before the tide creates any more dangerous situations. And the man thanks her again. He says maybe they should put some signs up for people who aren't familiar with the area. And this is another way where Sadie can take this knowledge and make some practical applications to this area to create a safe environment for exploration, but knowing that things can become dangerous. So all in all, I showed these ideas of communication, of this prior knowledge, this critical thinking, collaboration, putting it together in a meaningful context, and I put all these things together in this story about Sadie Rose and her little dog, Lily. So thank you for listening, and that was the ideas of constructivism through a story.